let's move on. That's Saturday's action. We move on to Sunday morning, December 19th. 1 p.m. Eastern. By the way, I'm going to LA on Friday, as a lot of you guys know, for 17 days with the family. And I'm going to start the betting with the bag. I'm going to take 2 weeks off of. I've never missed a betting with the bag show since I've been over at Pub Sports Radio. And I am taking 2 weeks off. But the NFL show will not stop. I will be shooting the NFL show, recording it from LA. So don't worry about that. 1 p.m. Eastern, Carolina Panthers 5-8, 3-3 on the road at Buffalo Bills 7-6, 3-3 at home. My man R, he's from Toronto as well. He says Rams are a good future bet. You know, they are. They would have been better before the Cardinals game, but I can understand that. Thank you, Danny. I'm excited. How many of our friends are in LA too? Because even on my first night at SoFi, I get to have a beer at halftime with DJ Big Boss and his dad. And that's just going to be so memorable. All right. Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. I still don't like calling it Highmark Stadium. 33 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 11 miles per hour. We have, that's money line. Sorry, let me move over to spreads and totals. We have Buffalo opening up as 12-point favorites. Well, that is too high. That's moved to 10. Bet 365, Will Hill still hanging at 10.5. This total opened up at 44.5. Now we see 43s and a half. Now let's go over to the cash flow in this spot. 77% of the tickets on Buffalo, 94% of the cash. Sports Insights is good enough to say that Buffalo's quarterback situation is undecided. And we know he left in a walking boot, but he straight up says it's a very light left ankle sprain, and he's going to be fine, and he'll be in the lineup. Josh Allen, I'm speaking of. 68% of tickets are on the over. Panthers coming off their third straight loss, 29-21 at home versus the Falcons. Newton lost his third straight start since re-signing with Carolina. He ran for a 12-yard touchdown on Carolina's first possession, turned the ball over twice, though, and was replaced twice during the game by P.J. Walker, including midway through the fourth quarter. Panthers had 3 giveaways. They've lost 8 of their last 10 games under Matt Rule. And I don't think Matt Rule has much time left. I blame him for all of the quarterback decisions that have been made here. He's taken a lot of risks deciding who is going to be the quarterback, and I would let him fuck off in the offseason. Cam Newton, 15-23 for 178 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. He also ran 10 times for 47 yards and a touchdown. He's lost his last 11 starts as Carolina's starting quarterback dating back to 2018. I don't understand why he's in there. I go with P.J. Walker completely and totally as my starting quarterback. I would never have brought Cam Newton in the first place. Robbie Anderson caught 7 passes for 80 yards and a touchdown. DJ Moore caught 6 passes for 84 yards. He hurt his hamstring during the game. He's listed as day-to-day. Jeremy Chin at 13 tackles, Shaq Thompson at 11. The defense got 0 sacks, but did get 7 quarterback hits. They've just struggled at home nonstop. They lost 5 straight, but they're on the road here. And also, Matt Rule said it's a possibility that Sam Darnold will return down the stretch. Guards John Miller and Michael Jordan were inactive, listed as questionable. Bills coming off a tough 33-27 overtime loss at Tampa on Sunday to lose to Tom Brady for the 10th straight time. I know a lot of you guys were on the Bills plus the points, and my heart did fucking ache. I did want you guys to cash that, and you guys deserve to cash that, but Cappen's a son of a bitch, and it's a fickle whore. They're 3-5 over their last 8 games. They've lost 2 in a row for the first time this year, and I'm just so thankful that I didn't think their division was a slam dunk, because I thought the Packers division was a slam dunk, and I made a nice, big, juicy bet on them, but stayed off the Bills. Josh Allen, 36-54, 308 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He also ran 12 times for 109 yards and a touchdown. Big shout out to Sharpie, who in every big game the Bills play, in every competitive situation that he expects to be, a tight game, he takes the Josh Allen rushing yards over. And I believe he's 9 of 10 or 8 of 9. He's hit a very high number of them this year. So big shout out to Sharpie's bets. Josh Allen became the 4th player in league history to throw for over 300 yards and also rush for 100 in the same game. That's interesting. Only 4 players have ever done that. And left in a walking boot. We already talked about that. Sprained left foot. He says he's fine. Stephon Diggs, 7 catches for 74 yards. Cole Beasley, 9 catches for 64 yards. Dawson Knox, 7 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown. Their difficulties at running back continue. They ran 4 times for 43 yards in the opening half, with Josh Allen logging all of those 4 rushes. They didn't have a rushing attempt by a running back until the third quarter when Matt Breida took the snap on a fake punt and lost 3 yards. Jesus. Tremaine Edmonds had 12 tackles. Jordan Poyer had 10 tackles. They got 2 sacks and 4 quarterback hits. Emmanuel Sanders hurt his knee in the first half, didn't return. He's not playing this week. A.J. Klein is on the reserve COVID list still. Tyrell Dodson was placed on the COVID list Monday. Linebacker Tyrell Dodson. A.J. Klein missed the last game because of the COVID issue. Star Lodolele was inactive and is listed as questionable this week. Here we go, Bebsie. The Bills. Do they smash and grab here at home?
I think they do. The Bills need this win badly. The Carolina Panthers season is over. Cam Newton is trash. We know this. Why is it that we know this and NFL teams don't? Particularly the Carolina Panthers. Look, the Bills still have a very good defense. The Panthers aren't going to move the ball at all here. They are going to struggle to do anything. I realize that this is a Bills team that has been up and down and terrible at times. The Jags game is coming to mind. I don't think that's the case here. I think the Bills are up against it. I think they get right in time for the playoffs. And to be honest with you, I don't care who's at QB. I don't care if it's Mitch. I don't care if it's Josh Allen. Obviously, I prefer Josh Allen, but I think the Bills come out and just kick the shit out of these wounded kitty cats.
Well, I mean, the big point here, as we're gamblers, is if it's going to be Mitch, which I do not think it will be, just judging from interviews, but then if you think that it could be Mitch, wait so you can get the better number.
See, but that's the thing is I don't think it will be Mitch either, and I don't know if this number gets better. Do you see this number dropping at all?
No, I don't.
Unless it's announced that Mitch is the quarterback, which both you and I agree that it won't be.
He just sounded so casual. Did you hear him talk about the injury? He just sounded so relaxed, like it was nothing. So,
yeah, he's an ox. Like, he is a big, thick boy. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
So you expect him to be in. We've seen the market move towards the Panthers. We are sitting here with 77% of the tickets and 94% of the cash on the Bills. So I don't know how this 2-point move has happened. And 69% of tickets on the over.
It feels like a few people think this is still going to move down. I'd love to even get a 9.5 here. But I'm also kind of confident in the 10. It doesn't go back up, right? We agree there.
Yeah.
10.5 on FanDuel Burgundy bets.
Yeah, I think that this is this a very angry Bills squad right now, sitting at 7-6 and 3-3 at home?
I think it is. I really do. I think this Bills team is too good to not get right. In this spot, they need to destroy listen, the Panthers have been bad. Their defense is still a talented defense. There's no question there, but I don't. This is not a good football team. It's a struggling football team.
Well, let's answer this question. Birdie says, why would you play Allen? You brought Trubisky in because he is capable. Bills have to get him healthy or they just screwed. I don't fully agree with that. They have to win this football game.
Yeah, I think their need to win supersedes this injury that Allen seems to be pretty laissez-faire about.
They have to win this football game. So at this point, I don't see why the Bills. I think this is a key number at 10. Is Bet365 really hanging the 10.5 like a bunch of cucks? Let me just move over there very quickly here. Please don't tell me they're hanging at 10.5. Yeah, they are. Ugh, that's a crucial number there. But
well, that's the thing though, Birdie, is I think they win by 10 with one or the other.
Oh, I can't even get the 10 right now. So it's not like I don't need to rush into any of this shit right now. It's too bad that I can't even get the 10. But the 10's available. And let's see what the first halves are, because it feels like a smash and grab spot. It's going to be cold too, 33 Fahrenheit. Look, I'm not calling Cam Newton out as a man, but those are tough conditions, and I would be surprised if he shines in them. Although it helps being mobile.
Listen, Cam Newton's a beast. His arm is done. And mentally, he hasn't been the same since he threw the Super Bowl.
Well, the Bills' first half is 6.5. Brady said Rule said today they're playing both guys. You have to play PJ Walker. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Okay, and then Brady says, why bet at 10? There's better spots. And Dennis Garcia says, you really want to want favorites after last week? Dennis Garcia said, I'd rather back Cam in cold weather than Allen.
He also added LOL, so I don't know how much he's backing that.
Okay, well, I guess this is going to take a little bit more thought here. I do not believe that this it's pretty easy to say that there's not going to be a Bills first half minus 6.5 available come Sunday. Twadi says he's going to be on the minus 13.5 alternate line. Yeah, I like the Bills in this spot, and I think that they should be back. So you still think this defense is strong? This Bills defense is strong without Trey White?
Look, I think that's a massive, massive hit to any defense when you lose a true lockdown corner, but I still think they can get it done. And especially against a quarterback that can't throw the ball.
I agree.
I like my odds defending a Cam Newton throw right now. Like me, 39-year-old fat fuck. I think I got a shot at defending a couple of Newton passes.
JL in the house, great to see you, my man. Yes, the fly. It feels good. I just wish I didn't add anything. I had a perfect card, and then I added stuff, and now I'm gonna have to possibly mess around with the consequences. Brady says, "Why? It's not like the Bills can take any more money, and the line is dropping." You're right, Brady. I'm not gonna. I don't see myself betting anything right now. I need to sit with this a little longer. Because clearly all the money's on the Bills and the market's moving towards the Panthers. I mean, how can I pretend that's not it? They obviously pulled out all the stops to try to stop Brady, and it didn't work for them. And so I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant to do anything at this point. Are you making anything official here?
No, I'm going to hold off because if this line drops some more, then awesome.
Also, if the Bills are hurting, we know that they're hurting. They lose Trey White and their quarterback has a sprained ankle, and their running game can't do the job. This total's dropped down to 43.5. And Brady says, don't they play New England next week? They do. Yes, they do play New England next week. All right, this is going to take some more time. I can understand why the total's gone down a point. Do you agree with that here? Twadi giving us a final score of 28-10. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I that seems logically about where it should land. I mean, the Carolina Panthers have not been able to put up points against anybody. I think, yeah, and I believe the Bills roll here.
Okay, we're going to have to speed up our pace here, but that was a very fascinating game.